We'll get started. Well, I want to welcome you. My name is Alyssa Umdahl. Thank you for coming to our Christmas card ready event. We're really excited about it. I even wore my new Christmas shirt that I just got, and it says, "In a world full of Grinches, be a Cindy Lou Who." Isn't that cute? So I just love that philosophy too, right? Because the world is full of Grinches, but Cindy Lou Who is always full of seeing the best in people and loving people. And that's very much what we are all about here as our team too. And we want to help you feel your best. And so we are going to be sharing about some of our favorite skincare products that have made a huge difference in our skin. But they all come from a nutrition company, which is sort of a weird thing when you think about skincare coming from a nutrition company, but it works so well because of that, because it comes from Shaklee. Maybe you've heard of Shaklee. They've been around in one way or another for 100 years. And Dr. Shaklee invented the world's first vitamin. But his philosophy was that people should be living in harmony with nature. So all of the products that he created fit that bill. And even though he didn't create this one was just created a few years ago. It's with that same commitment in mind of safety for people, safety for the planet, and products being beyond organic. And that's why they work so well. And that's why I'm a huge believer in them. I've been using them for 10 years now. Although I've been using the skincare for just a few years since it was just released. And so anyway, tonight we're going to be focusing mostly on the skincare. And what we're going to do is my friend Lacey is like an expert on all things skincare. There she is. She's in her bathroom ready to model for you how the skincare works and how the science behind it makes your skin cells act younger. And that's why it works so well. So Lacey's going to model it. Then we're going to have a couple stories from my friends Patty and Sarah. And then I'll come back and share all the deals with you that you get just for being here. So we're so glad you're here and we have awesome deals for you at the end. So we're recording it, but I hope you stay till the end to hear all the deals. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Lacey. And maybe Lacey, I can try to make you the main speaker. I'm not sure if that works as far as views goes, but I think maybe it does. So take it away, Lacey.
And once I talk, it might make me. Anyways, hi everyone. Yes, so I am Lacey. I'm going to throw my hair back. I should have done that. And Alyssa is very sweet. I have been using Shaklee products for almost 8 years. I started because we were having some health concerns with my oldest son when he was around 2. And so I started with just getting the kids multivitamin, and it just kind of grew from there. And then after a couple of years, I decided that I really wanted to be able to share this with more people, and was able to do the business. And it's been a huge blessing in my life. So when Shaklee launched the skincare, it was very exciting for me. I have always liked skincare. I've always liked makeup. It's kind of funny because I am kind of a girly girl, but I also have a homestead and wear dirty boots most of the day. And so I'm kind of both, but I love being able to come in and just take care of my skin and put on my makeup and feel good. So I went ahead and washed my face right before we started, just because with the sink, it gets loud. And so I went ahead and I did that. But this is our cleanser. It's one of my favorites. You need a very little bit. And the great thing about it is that it's not sudsy or thick feeling. It goes on your skin super smooth. And so when you wash your face, you're just going to use a little bit of this, around a pea size, a little more if you want, but you don't need very much at all. This out of the entire line lasts me the longest. This cleanser lasts a very long time. So I usually keep one at my sink and I keep one in the shower. And I mean, months. I guess I haven't. Sometimes I write the date when I get it, so I know, but it lasts a long time. And you just take it, and I always go in circular motions all throughout my face. I usually go down on my neck, up on my forehead, and you just clean your face. The great thing about this is that it has algae in it, which sounds weird, but it's great for exfoliating. So it gets all of the dead skin. So what's really important and what's so cool about Shaklee is their science. And they have specific ingredients that do very specific things. And so one thing that we want as we age is we want the dead skin that's on our face to go away. Because if that goes away, the new skin can grow. So I often kind of even explain it like if you burn yourself, you want all that burn to go away because otherwise the new skin can't grow. It's very similar with our dead skin cells, which again, sounds kind of, but it's a good thing. You want it to go away. So this does this, but what I love about it is it isn't drying. So it doesn't make your skin feel tight or like really dry when you're done. I don't know if you've ever used a cleanser where you get done washing your face and it just feels like you can't even smile because your skin is so dry. This doesn't do that, and I love that. So the next step after you cleanse is our toner. Some people get really confused by toners because they're just clear. And so they don't always know what they're for or what they do. And that makes total sense. And it wasn't until I kind of dug into Shaklee's toner that I really understood it, but it actually exfoliates. So it is the second phase into getting all of those dead skin cells off of your face. So I typically just pour a little bit in my hand. You can also use a cotton swab right here. So if you are someone who has really dry skin, I would recommend actually using a little swab because that's going to help kind of extra exfoliate. But I just pour it right into my hand. And I just go like that. The best thing about doing your skincare routine is that you just kind of get to have fun with it. So this will, obviously I'm explaining everything, but I have actually timed myself before and I can do my entire skincare routine in under 5 minutes. So it really does not take long. It seems like a lot of steps, but once you get into the routine and kind of get into the rhythm of it, it goes pretty fast. So you want to exfoliate, use the toner. And then we have 2 different types of serums, and I have our Moisture Lock serum today. I'm actually out of our activating one. It's coming in the mail, but the activating serum, which is kind of the partner to this one, we have 2 of them, I would say is probably my favorite product in the entire line. And it's probably what sold me on Youth, if I'm being honest, because I've always liked skincare. So I've used a lot of different products. And when Shaklee launched Youth, I was kind of like, I mean, they're really good at vitamins, but I don't know. Can they do skincare too? But I started using the serum, and I would say within 3 to 5-ish weeks or so, I started noticing that I was using less and less foundation because I was getting more and more confident in my skin. Everything was evening out as far as I used to get like a lot of redness through here. That was going away. And I just noticed that my skin looked fresher, if that makes sense. And so that's been one of my favorite parts because since using this, I've actually stopped buying that or foundation. I don't even wear it anymore. So that's also saved me a lot of money. And it just makes you feel good to, you know, we don't need makeup. I believe all of us are beautiful. You don't have to wear makeup, but it often makes us feel better, right? Well, this has taken that away from me, and it's been really great. So again, little amount of the serum. I typically use the tips of my fingers only because you don't really want to beat onto your face and your skin. You want to treat it pretty gently. And so I just rub it in. Our activating serum does have retinol in it, a healthy form. So you're not going to want to get that right up into your eyes. So I usually stay kind of like if you were wearing glasses or sunglasses, it's better to stay down there. And then you want to go on your neck. It's important that you always go up when you're putting on your skincare. You want to help out the wrinkles. And if you pull down, that just drags everything down. So partner with your face here. So just apply that. And then a little tip, I do have my empty bottle. So this is the activating serum. It's my empty bottle. A little tip, if you get overwhelmed with kind of all of the things, is you want to start with the thinnest product and move all the way up to the thickest. So if you're applying a lot of things to your face, just think like, well, my lotion probably shouldn't go on before my toner, because the toner is one of the thinner products. So that's just an easy way to remember. You want to start thin and work all your way up to your thickest product that you're applying onto your face. So if this was the morning, I would wash my face and do the toner. I would do the serum. And then I actually don't moisturize in the morning, because I only use our tinted moisturizer. And so I typically don't moisturize, mostly because mornings are like my most rushed. And so getting all the kids out the door. So I wash and I tone and I use the serum, and then I use our tinted moisturizer, a little bit of mascara, and I'm done. However, since this is nighttime and this is my nighttime routine, that is when I really baby my face. Nighttime is when that is like my time of the night. I enjoy it. I go into the bathroom and I take care of my skin. Again, another tip, if you're someone who runs around all day and it always seems like, well, now it's the end of the day and I'm too tired, right? We get to the end of the day and we're too tired to even wash our face and we're tempted to go to bed. Don't do it, okay? Do not go to bed without washing your face. It's actually really important for allowing all those dead skin cells to fall. So wash your face at night. And if you need a tip, instead of waiting to right before bed, do it like when you know you're just home for the end of the day. So sometimes I wash my face right after dinner. Sometimes I do it before dinner. But if I have a minute, I just go and do my whole skincare. And then that way, when I'm ready to go to bed, I can go to bed. So we've done the serum, and then we are going to want to moisturize. Now, I like all of our moisturizers. We have a rich and we have a light. So typically, if I do moisturize in the morning, I actually like to use our light. We also have an SPF. So this is perfect for in the summer, or if you live somewhere that's not Wisconsin, that has a lot more sun than we do. It's good to wear SPF even in the winter, but I just usually wear it mostly in the summer. So in the winter months, also my face can be more dry. I like to use our light, which it's a lot thinner. You guys cannot really tell, but this one is a much thinner. So if you have a lot oily of skin, that's a really good choice for you. But my favorite is the rich. And this is most people's favorite. And you guys, you don't really need this much, but I'm telling you, once you start with this rich moisturizer, you'll just never go back. It's just really, really wonderful. So I use quite a bit because I love it. And it does not make anything feel greasy. It soaks in really fast. I mean, I'm not kidding you guys. Like it's my favorite part. So a lot of moisturizer. It's also really important to moisturize. So if I had to say that there were two really, really important aspects to our skin, it would be washing and moisturizing. Because if we're not moisturizing correctly, our skin is going to dry out and we are going to wrinkle faster, obviously, because the moisture plumps everything up. And so if you're someone who you're like, you know what, I just like really am not into this, that's okay. Cleanse and moisturize. That would be my recommendation. The really fun thing is that we have a lot of little add-ons in our skincare line. One of them being our vitamin C. Now, the vitamin C is really, really fun because this will really help brighten your face, tighten it. It's incredibly important to use. I use this every other day. I have found vitamin C can be pretty intense for some people. So I actually have pretty sensitive skin. So I actually use this around every other day. And that has really, really helped. And you just take off like the little tip there and you squeeze it out and you put that on. And I do that at night. I never use the vitamin C in the morning because I like it to soak in while I sleep. So we also have an eye cream, which I'm also out of, that you can put on under here. That has really helped with my dark circles. I used to get some pretty intense dark circles under my eyes, and those are starting to really disappear. It took a couple months for, you stare at your face and you see it every day and you're like, I don't really know if anything's improving. But just recently I was like, oh, my dark circles are really starting to get better. So we also have masks. I do these every Sunday. I usually do them with I do them with my daughter, and we have a moisturizing mask that I put on her. And we just call that self-care Sunday night. We have a little girls' night and we do our masks. So this is really good if you're prone to acne, or if you are prone to more oily skin. I would recommend using our charcoal mask, because that is really helpful. So I mentioned the tinted moisturizers, and what I love about our tinted moisturizers is that these also have the SPF. So I should mention that I totally know we can burn in the winter, but I am using the SPF every single day. So I just don't do in the summer. I do both of them. I do our SPF moisturizer and I do the tinted when I'm outside all day. But typically in the winter, I'm more inside. So I just do the tinted moisturizer. So that is the basic routine. What's so great about it is that you can really, really personalize it. We have the great kits and it's so simple. You can just get in a routine. Otherwise you can mix and match things and really get to what your skin needs. Sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of know, hey, my skin needs more moisturizer or mine needs less. But once you kind of find what works for you, it's really fun to get your face feeling good. So I just think that since I focus on nutrition and I really focus on the inside, it's fun to have an outside that matches, because typically what do people notice, right? They notice our outside. And so if our skin can look good, it's a good representation of kind of how our body is doing on the inside as well. So I think I covered it. If someone has questions.
Yeah, I love all of that. And I especially love that you and your daughter do their masks every Sunday night. That's so fun. What a great mom-daughter bonding moment. So thank you for sharing, Lacey. And so what we want to do now is just turn it over to a couple ladies on our team to share some stories on how the products have really made a difference for them. So I'm going to ask Sarah to unmute, and maybe Sarah, you can tell us a story about your skincare, and then Patty can go after you.
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm kind of jealous of you, Lacey, because now you're all ready for bed. You can just go to sleep. I have a lot of similar experiences to Lacey. When I was a teenager, I suffered from bad acne. My mom took me to the dermatologist. They gave me all sorts of chemicals and whatever to put on my face to dry it out, right? But it over dries. And so I ended up with just really dry, scaly, tight skin. And that's also when I started wearing makeup, because I wasn't feeling very confident, obviously, with all the acne. And ever since then, even though, acne gets better as you get out of the teen years, I was still wearing all that makeup and just felt like there were a lot of things I didn't like about my skin. So 2 years ago, when I started using Shackley, I was really excited because I already used the vitamins and I knew they were high quality products. So after the first time of washing my face, I was hooked, because my face felt clean, but it wasn't tight. So it's like I could smile, like Lacey was saying, and I felt like it was flexible, and kind of just radiating in a good way, and not this tight dullness that I felt like I had all through teenage years. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, I started noticing that more even skin tone, to where I was using less makeup too. And so this is me without makeup. I didn't put any on for the event, because I wanted to show you that, first of all, it's way better. You know, there's no acne scarring. I used to have the pink on my cheeks, like Lacey said, the rosacea almost, and the acne scarring and just really uneven tone. But now I'm confident enough to go out of the house like this without makeup. And yeah, I still put on makeup sometimes, you know, to go to church or to go out with friends to be fancy and fun. And there's nothing wrong with makeup. But I think for me, the makeup was showing my lack of confidence in myself. And so the fact that I don't have to wear it to go out proves to me that the skincare actually worked and it improved my self-confidence. And I just feel better knowing that I'm taking care of myself, taking care of my skin.
Thank you so much for sharing. How about you, Patty? Can you share your story?
Sorry, I just like totally disconnected. I was like, what happened? Where did everyone go? So anyway, you want me to share my story? So I started with Shaklee initially with vitamins. I think a lot of us start there, and actually probably more their performance line because that's what fit. And I'm a self-proclaimed no skincare person. Like I was never the type of person who went and bought skincare ever, because I, like as a maybe 12 or 13, I had acne, but the rest of my life, literally, I did nothing. I went to bed, never washed my face in the morning unless I was in the shower. And I didn't really have what I considered to be bad skin. So I am an absolute self-proclaimed no skin person because I did it mostly because I just wanted to try it. A lot of people said it was amazing. And I was like, well, let me just see how amazing it is. And probably within 60 days, it probably took me to notice like a huge difference in my skin. But again, I didn't have terrible skin before, but I started to see like the fine lines going away around my eyes. Ooh. Still hear me?
Not very well, unfortunately.
You still hear me?
Not very well, my friend.
It's kind of my internet. Okay. So I probably took me about 60 days to notice the difference, but then I started to see the fine lines going away, the dark circles under my eyes. And over time I added things. So I started kind of with the anti-aging, but I've added the C and E. And my favorite product is probably the Restoring Eye Treatment, which Lacey mentioned. It is like the thing for any kind of wrinkles under your eyes or dark circles under your eyes. It has a metal tip, which is a cooling tip, and that's like purposeful. Everything Shaklee does is purposeful. Like there's a reason why they do it. And this actually helps cool underneath your eyes, which helps the circulation, which helps with the dark circles. So this is amazing. It's one of my favorite products, and I use it every day, twice a day when I do my skincare. So and I've had people say that I look a lot younger, which is crazy to me. My sister's 13 years younger than me, and I've had people think that we were like the exact same age. And so I just love it. I love everything about it.
Awesome. I love, finally, we got to hear everything you said really clearly at the end, Patty, which is awesome. So we got to hear how much you love the eye cooling, and even how much like the science behind that is so cool. So thank you for sharing, my friend. So, so I am going to real quick share screen with you and share the deals with you guys so you can see them all, and then we'll get going. So, but I'll show you my pictures just because I had them pulled up, and you can see my difference between when I first tried it about 4 years ago, and then the 60-day difference. And I know somebody's asking, how quickly did you see a difference? I feel like I saw a difference in the radiance of my skin within the first week. And I just like, and you can almost see that in my eyes of the confidence between before and after, and even just how dark it was around my eyes before, and even like some of the like kind of wrinkles behind my eyes. And so, and then the bottom picture is how much it just continues to improve my skin. Of course, I use more of the products now, some of those extra products like the eye treatment and the C and E and all those things. And I started with the basic kit when I first started. But I absolutely love it. So let me tell you what the deals are for you for being here. Oh, but I did want to show you a couple more pictures. Patty was mentioning when you're doing your neck, make sure you're always going up. There was one gal who was real insecure about her neck. And so she purposely used all the products really carefully on her neck. And you can see the difference right there, which is amazing. So you can use it on other parts of your body, just so you know. And it's great for men and women of all ages. And I love all these pictures where you can see the difference. And I think for many of these people, these are their 60-day comparison shots, which are just so cool. So let me tell you what the deals are. So the first deal, and this I think is the best deal because it gives you the whole kit and you get to really see if it makes a difference for you. And by whole kit, it includes the face wash, the toner, that serum that Lacey was talking about that really is kind of like the difference maker right there. It's got all the good stuff in it and it really makes all the products work well together. And then a daytime moisturizer with that SPF in it. And then also the nighttime moisturizer. So that's what you're paying for. But when you pay for that, you get 2 masks for free with it. The 2 masks Lacey was talking about, the charcoal one and the hydrating one, which I use both of them on my face and different ones for different parts. So I'll use the charcoal kind of for the T-zone and the hydration on my cheeks. So you get them for free when you get it at this full kit. Okay. So the standard price is $302. But just by getting it, you'll get the member pricing. You get a free membership with it, which puts it at $257. However, because you are a part of this event, we're offering you an extra deal, and that is we're offering you 10% off. So if you want to get this kit, that's usually $257, you can get it for $231. And then you're also going to get the $58 of free masks. You're also going to get free shipping, which is going to save you about $8 or $9, depending on if you add anything else to it. So it is a really good deal. And that's from our team. So, and the way we'll get the extra $26 to you is we'll Venmo you the money. So that's kind of how that works. That's how we can offer you that extra deal. So you would be paying the $257, but we'll get you that extra discount. So that's the best deal. However, if you're not quite sure, but I should mention something to you. You might be wondering like, oh, what if this doesn't work with my skin? I've tried other skincare and it just like wasn't a good fit. I should mention that all Shackley products have a 100% guarantee. So if you get this and it's really just not a good fit for your skin, which I understand that I've tried different skincare lines too. I love that they have this deal. So you can use the products, and if it's not a good fit, you can get the money back for it. So, so that's one thing to think about if you're thinking about this deal. However, if you're not sure, you want to do the whole kit yet, just not sure, we understand that. So we have another deal for you, and that is we're happy to offer 10% off your order of $100 or more. So if you kind of think, hey, maybe there were some other things I heard about here too, like I heard about the BB creams or the mascara that grows your lashes or the eye treatment we talked all about. Some of those products aren't part of that kit. So if you want to do something like that, $100 more of youth, or even if you go higher than $100 of youth, we're happy to give you that 10% off. So same thing through Venmo. And then one more deal for you. And that is, if you're just not sure if you're ready to buy, that's also okay. So we are happy to send you a free sample of all of these products in the mail. And so it'll be done by us. We'll wash our hands and we'll put it in these cute little containers and send you a little bit of each step that you saw Lacey go through: the face wash, the toner, the serum, and then the daytime moisturizer and the nighttime moisturizer, because those are the main ones you'll get in the main kit. And then you can try it. So, so that last one, we'll send you that free sample if you choose that you're not ready to order. That's totally okay. And so, but I want you to know these deals end a week from today. So let the person who invited you know what your questions are. And if you're already ready for your sample, then talk to them about that too. So I'm going to take it off sharing screen mode, and yeah, and just thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for giving your time. Thanks for being a great audience and asking lots of questions. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off recording. And if you have any questions and you want to speak up, feel free, or if you're ready to go, you can go too. But I just wanted to say thanks again for being here, and let me figure out how to stop recording. I'm sure there's a button. Oh,